I made six figures last year as a content creator, and this year it's been crickets. And it's a really humbling experience. And, I really strive to be really transparent. I always have, even with my PCOS baddie content, even in my pursuit of music, all the things that I talk about. But especially with the PCOS baddie stuff, I'm shaving my full beard, I'm showing my apron belly, I'm doing, the highs and the lows. I always strive to do that. So I wanted to be honest because a lot of like my content where I talk about how much money I've made as a content creator always goes viral because it's really empowering, it's inspiring, and I trust me, it is for me. When I see other people, I'm like, dang, like we can make money off of being creative and being ourselves and showing up and being a platform for brands to share their amazing products or their services or whatever. And it's been really, really rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really scared. It's really uncertain right now. It feels really dark. I feel shaken to my core. I've pitched myself relentlessly to brands. I have been applying to jobs and positions that have to do with influencer marketing because I'm really good at that. I'm a really good social media strategist. I've worked with plenty of brands on the brand side and on the creator side. I work in the music industry at
So she's busy.
record studios, recording studios, labels, and all kinds of different things. Like I have experience in so much, and it's like getting brand deals is hard right now. Getting a job is hard right now. Getting people to buy merch that I've created for the PCOS Body Club, a brand that I've created. I've done all the things that you're supposed to do, not rely on brand deals, create a brand. So I create a brand. But I think, what it really boils down to is this economy that we're currently in. Everyone is struggling. And, people that would be able to splurge on a hoodie, or which my hoodies are not that expensive. I think I don't have anything more expensive than like 40 something bucks, like in my entire store, because I get it. Like, I don't make as much profit, but I would rather have my brand get out there, and it's whatever. Like everyone's just doing what they need to do. And
Well, I do agree with her on that part where she wants her brand to get out there. Obviously, everyone does. But the part where I disagree is her saying that people out here are just broke. A lot of people out here are not broke. Okay, I know everything is expensive. Eggs have gone through the roof, but a lot of people out here are not broke. Because if you look at the way people spending has increased during the pandemic and after it was over, in the rise of all these afterpay apps, Klarna, PayPal, stuff like that, it's crazy. No, people are just out here spending all their money, and it's getting crazy. And I actually do want to be completely transparent with you guys. So I actually have two YouTube channels, this one and then the Pat Gigtainment channel where I do gig apps. The Pat Gigtainment channel got monetized way before this one. It actually took me 3 months to get that channel monetized. First month I made a little over $200, but it took me about 8 months of content to finally break over $1,000. On this channel right here, it took me over a year to get monetized. And the very first month, I made almost 5 figures on this channel. Not even gonna lie to you guys. I was like $3,000 short of 5 figures. So I made about $7,000 from this channel alone. Next month, that all dropped. But you see, I'm not the type of person to go get all this money and then immediately blow it. Because what I did was, I finished paying off my car. Right? I paid my car off in 10 months. I said, you know what? Let me just be smart with this money, get rid of my debt so that I have nothing else over my head. I'm not like all these others influencers who are just out here to get this quick $10,000 check. Oh, let me go finance a Lamborghini. I'm going to be making another 10,000 the next month. No, because after that month, my revenue dropped drastically. Do I wish it was that much again? Obviously, everyone does. But just being realistic with you guys, social media is not by any means get rich quick. Yes, you may have highs, but you're also going to have your lows. Right now, we're in the low season. My revenue is actually going back up, thank God. But still, it just goes to show you that you can't really rely on this social media income. Yes, you can make a lot of money, but it's never the same every month.
And right now, I feel like this economy is not allowing people to splurge on themselves, to do anything that's outside of their necessities. Some people can't even meet their necessities. So this is, definitely like an eye-opening, just very bleak time in history. I feel like it's not just me. I've seen so many of my creative friends go through the same thing right now. So many people are just struggling. And it can be really hard to see other creators and other stuff go on brand trips and get paid huge amount of money. And, it's really hard to not compare yourself and compare your journey to theirs. It can be really discouraging, but, I share the highs and the lows, and there's really no purpose to this video other than to tell you that your girl is struggling. I'm likely not the only one, and I know I'm not, but it's just really hard right now for creatives, for just people in general. And I really don't know what the future holds for me, like literally whatsoever. I'm applied out. I've applied, I've submitted, I've done everything. All that I have left in me is to pray and hope that, God got something that he's working on.
Well, I would really like to know from this creator, like, what exactly did she spend her six figures on? Because it is kind of hard to, well, it depends on where she lives. If she lives in somewhere like California, six figures is like, well, $100,000 is like nothing. They're going to tax the hell out of that. But yeah, I'm very curious to know what she spent her money on, because for you guys that aren't monetized, on at least on YouTube, the way YouTube pays you is that they give you one chunk of money one time every month, and usually when people see that sort of money all at one time, they tend to blow it quickly. But let's continue.
Up his sleeve. God works, and you don't know what he's doing. And I hope that whenever I find out what he's doing, I'm like, oh, okay, God, I see you. I'm trying to be optimistic and I'm trying to be positive. But it is really hard because these moments can be very dark, and it's really hard to be positive when you don't know where your money's going to come from, when you don't know anything. And I think that some people get so stuck on being like, well, I've already made it. Like, I already made six figures last year. I could be like ashamed of coming on here and being like, I've made six figures last year. I don't want people to know that I'm like failing. But
Hey, I'll just tell you straight up, there is no shame in making six figures, because there's a whole lot of people that don't make six figures. As a matter of fact, there's like 80% of people don't make six figures. They'll make over $100,000 for a single person. Household is different. And making six figures on social media is a very hard thing to do, because a lot of people don't realize that you need to be as consistent as you possibly can with social media. You have your good months, you have your bad months where you just fall off. Me in particular, I can only really make these videos between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock because my kids are sleeping right now. And this is the only quiet time I have to actually make these videos, or else you're going to be hearing a whole bunch of screaming and be yelling at them all the time.
that wouldn't be real, and it wouldn't even be my brand. Like, that's not what I do. Like, I've always been so honest and transparent with almost anything that I go through that I decide to share online, because I think it's important to show people the real and not some illusion version of yourself. So if you're going through it, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us. I'm rooting for all of us. And I hope that, soon there will be breakthrough for all of us.
Well, I do wish this woman a whole bunch of luck. If you can make six figures one year, I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to make six figures the next year. And for you guys that are thinking about getting into social media, I would say go ahead and do it, because you don't know where it's going to take you. Just remember, be consistent, be on time, and treat it as if it's your regular job. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. See y'all next time.